Hello everybody, Danny Shay here on November 11th, 2024. It's a portal gate, 1111 portal. It's also Veterans Day. So today what I want to get into, I want to throw some cards for the week. It's going to be some energy cards. I want to thank the veterans for supporting our way of life, and that includes all veterans. That includes, we'll get into it a little bit, and then I want to go into, a little bit later, then I want to go into a little meditation-ish-y thing on the portal energy that we're in right now. First off with the veterans, thank you guys and gals so much for putting your lives and your family, the sacrifices that you all make are so heroic. A lot of times when I grew up in the 60s, early 70s, and we didn't have a choice. It was a draft. And some people left Canada, some people went to Vietnam. Their lives were changed forever, both sides. But I think it's so honorable to take a stand and to, put your life and your sanity on the line for what you believe in. And a lot of people believe in this way of life, so they are doing that same thing even today. Anyway, so I just want to honor them, the men and women. And also, I struggle with this because our military uprooted the indigenous cultures and our religion, uprooted the indigenous cultures that have been here for thousands of years. And so I honor those who fought too. And it's not so much the fight for me, but it's standing up for your beliefs. We'll leave it like that. All right, let's take a look at the energy that we've got going for this week. We're still in this flux, I feel. It still feels like, what the heck is going on? What do we believe in? What's reality? What's truth? Is there an alternative reality? I hear this a lot, different timelines. We jumped timelines. I go, oh, okay. Did we? We could, yeah, we could. I think of Heaven Can Wait, that movie where the guy dies and he gets up there and he goes, I'm not supposed to die. I got a football game to play. And they go, oops, we made a mistake. Is that such a thing? I don't know. Anyway, they give him back a new body, a new way of being, and they wipe his memory, and off he goes and has a pretty good life again. And he shifts some things. Anyway, let's do some, let's just pull some energy cards. What is going on? How do we get our balance back? We talked about that Sunday with our chakras. How do we get our balance back with this? So I'm using my Light Seers Tarot, and I'm also using my Dark Mirror cards. I hear a lot in the news, and I'm not watching a lot of news at all. My wife still is, and I have to talk her down off a ledge, but there's a lot of things that I hear where it's like the Democrats need to look at themselves. They blew it. I don't think they did. I think something else was going on. Again, I'll get into that later on in the week. But, because in my heart of hearts, in that space there, I still feel, well, we'll get into it later. We'll get into it later. The energy for today, this week, I'm using my Light Seers Tarot and my Dark Mirror. The Dark Mirror is so that we can take a look at what is it we're missing? What is it that we're not seeing? You know, were we just so blind that we want a more inclusionary planet? I mean, it's going to be an S show if this goes through what he's got going on. So let's just take a look at some of the cards. The first card I get, Warrior Woman. This goes right with what I want to do with this 1111 portal at the end of the video. This warrior woman, this light warrior, standing strong, holding the sword of truth, feeling singular. Sometimes it feels like we're doing this all by ourselves. And I don't see that, you know, because we have this community, but still, it's like, whew, maybe I need to let my hair down, and you know what I'm saying. All right, the Dark Mirror card. What is it that we're not really looking at? Hiding your true self. Chills. So as a warrior woman, and it's funny that I talk about, you know, the veterans, and I talk about, you know, I'm a peacenik, but we stand up to our principles. We're light warriors. We don't need bullets. We need lightsabers. And I see this lightsaber, and I go, oh, I don't have that big of a light. Well, we won't go into that. When I think of holding the light sword, I thought of, I'm not that strong. And I go, you know, I'll hold this little butter knife up. And then I immediately got the image of Men in Black and Will Smith, where he gets his gun, and it's this little toy gun. He goes, what the hell is this? What is this little thing? And then he shoots it, and he falls all backwards, and his gun is just wrecking everything. Sometimes we feel like we're not enough, we're not strong enough. That our saber that we have in our hand, our lightsaber, you know, and then you think of Star Wars and all that, that we don't have the power to use it. Yeah. What are we hiding? Hiding your true self. Thank you. All right. Moving on to the second card. Wow. Okay, these are easy cards to deal with. Birthing a new age. Wow. We're here witnessing. We're here witnessing this. And it's like, it feels like we're just hanging on maybe to the old ways too much. Kind of let it go. Let it go to the light, to the stars. Let it go. Look to the stars, as Kamala said. I think that was a different reference. Yet, look to the stars. We're birthing a new age. And I'm not pulling any galactic cards right now, but say hello to my alien friends and say hello to Psychic Duck. Hello, Psychic Duck. Psychic Duck's being a little quiet. It's all right. It's good. All right, birthing a new age. All right. I guess we didn't get it the first time, right? With hiding your true self, birthing a new age. The Dark Mirror card I got, is this me? This is like taking a look at who we are. Who are we? We're light warriors. We're warrior women. We're birthing a new age. Is this me? Yes. Yes. Next question. All right. Okay, wow. Trust your path. Trust your path. Oftentimes, I'll be walking down, I'll be in my morning meditation, and I walk in circles. Really, Danny? Yeah, I do. Walk in circles. Squirrel? No. I'm just walking in a circle. And I'm paying attention to the four directions. And I'm paying attention to the thoughts that I get at different energy points in my circle, in my wheel. And there'll be omens and signs that pop up. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew that you had a community of warriors with you, light warriors, what would you do? I'd get on YouTube. Okay, sorry, squirrel. Trust the path. The Dark Mirror card is blinded by pain. Ooh. Blinded by pain. Sometimes we inflict self wounds to us. But this blinded to pain, it's like, don't feel it. Kind of like it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep on this path. This path hurts. It's painful. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes I think that as we are really sensitive beings, that it's really, really hard to live in this planet, in this time, looking at families being separated. I get into the empath mode and it hurts. And so then I back away. And I don't know if that's it. I think I need to rise above. Okay. The next card we get, just 4 of these. Protection. And I like the image of this because we're not alone. You know, it's a community. We're in this community together. But call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And I think that's where we're going to go in this 1111 portal thing that I'm going to be looking at next. The Dark Mirror card, Temple of your body. Temple of your body. What is that? The shadow side of protection. Temple of your body. And if you guys have any thoughts on this, I'd love to hear your comments. To me, this sounds like, feels like, this is the vessel that we're working in now. What are we feeding it? What are we absorbing? Is it nutrition? Is it playtime? We shouldn't have fun during this time. This card also, if I remember correctly, has a sexuality link to it. So often the temples, the religions, talk about how sex is so bad. No, 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 no. The creativity, the creative forces, the enjoyment, it's all a power struggle. What we put into our bodies, the natural foods or the poisonous foods. I'm going to pull another one on that because I want to see, how does that rely on protection? I mean, the temple of your body, protection. Protect the temple of your body. Let me just pull another one. Okay. Peaceful among thorns. So this is, to me, more of the mental of what we are allowing in. We can allow the thorns in, or we can shift that focus so that we're not so emotionally triggered with our empathic abilities. Remember, we're birthing a new agent. Well, we could birth a new agent. Yes, we could. And we are light warriors. All right. I am going to hit pause on this and clean up the table, and we're going to get into 1111 portal. I wish it was 1111 now. Find some quiet time. Maybe, come back to this if you don't have any quiet time. Certainly, if you're driving, you may want to hold off. This is not going to be a journey so much, but I think it's going to be a little lower level energy, a little quiet time. And Sunday, we talked about omens and synchronicities a little bit. I think we did. But as we walk our spiritual path, if we're aware of things, everything becomes spiritual. So the lands that I live on right now, the Native American tribe was the Chumash. And I pulled this, the 4 directions, the Chumash 4 directions, like 2 days ago, randomly. I go, oh, look what I ran across. Cool. And then, and I swear, sometimes I think Google is listening to me. Maybe I said it out loud. Maybe they have implanted something in my brain, me and Robert Kennedy Jr. Because I go on YouTube, and here they're talking about the giants of Catalina Island. So I'm listening to it. And then I get to, they start talking about the indigenous tribe on Catalina. And it's the Chumash. And they're talking about these giant beings, 8 foot tall. And so that takes me down into the Y files and all the way down the rabbit hole there. And I understand about Google Analytics. So when I pulled this information off the web and put it on my computer, pulling it off the web gave all those algorithms a path to show me. So, thank you, AI. So I want to look at this 1111 portal energy. I put something up on my community page. They're doing a little meditation there. It looks a lot bigger than me, but they're talking about being light warriors, transfiguring our pain, transfiguring the pain of the earth and changing it and transmuting it, transfiguring it to love, light, healing energy for the plants, for the elementals, for the web of creation. And so I want to tap into that a little bit. So it's going to be kind of like a little web of creation show. So I am going to be using my Lakota Sweat Lodge deck. Just for a pack, I'm going to be putting 5 cards out. It's going to be the north, the south. How does the Chumash do it? Yeah, north, south, east, and west. East, west, and us as light warriors in the center. Attaching everything to Mother Earth, bringing things back to Mother Earth. So the Chumash, they lived in and you can, let me back up here. As we focus in on these cards, if you just close your eyes and move from this 3D reality, shapeshift, time shift, to a place in our past lives, in our future lives, where we are the creators of this time stream, whatever time stream we are in, whatever level creator we are. Let's create healing for Mother Earth. Shapeshift into whatever we want to be, whatever directional power animal, asked to come into that energy and see where it goes with that. So, the Chumash, time and seasons. They believe that we become part of nature and let nature become part of us. We start to understand the time that nature lives by a natural time. Salmon live by nature's time. They know when to swim upstream and to spawn. Birds know when to fly south or north. Nature tells them when. The Chumash lived by nature's time, not by man's time. When the Chumash pay attention, and I'm going to shift gears here, I'm going to start calling it we. And I feel like there is a time stream, I'm not super connected with that, where I was part of the Chumash. And the only reason I'm not really that connected with it, because I haven't opened my awareness to it, to see, I will. So I'm going to switch this to we as we go on. The Chumash lived by nature's time, not by man's time. When we pay attention to the seasons and the changes and the helpers and the keepers from each direction, we gain a useful lesson about life. They help us understand our role in it. Each season held a special place in relationship with life's cycles. People are going against the grain and living by the time of man. If we live by the time of nature, I believe we will become enlightened. The north is winter. It's the color of white. The card I pulled is Spider. It jumps on the web of creation. Spider Woman. North is the winter. It is the color of white. It represents the new sun in the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. In winter, there is a cold wind, and the sun begins its new cycle, and a new year begins. Eagle and the bear symbolize the winter season. Eagle represents man's pride and strength. The eagle, with its great vision, observes the land and sees danger, warns the bear. The bear represents the strength of Mother Earth. No other creature is stronger. The bear protects the land. So often we get caught up in the medicine that we had been taught in previous times. For example, for me, bear was always to the west. Eagle was always to the east. The Chumash, eagle and bear, lived together in the north. I'm reminded of fool's crow being hollow bones. The south is the summer. It is the color blue. For warm winds, soft waves of the ocean, the Chumash thrived as a maritime culture. And again, digression, the west was water for me. The south for the Chumash. Water was all around them. They are a water culture. The card that I got in the south is the material. We have everything we need. Sometimes we take too much. What do we really need? All right. The south. The owl and the snake represent the summer season. The owl represents clarity of mind and spirit and wisdom. The snake represents the sensitive side of the mother. The snake's body is pressed against Mother Earth, feeling its movements and emotions, moving like waves across its surface. It senses her passion. Wow. Wow. The snake's body is pressed against Mother Earth, feeling its movements and its emotions, moving like waves across its surface. It senses her passion. Wow. Light warrior snakes. The east is the spring. The card that I got for the east is the morning star. It is the color yellow for the rise of the sun and the birth of new life. Birth of new life. Bird of new life. The hawk and deer represent the spring season. The hawk is the deer's helper. Chumash legend has it that the hawk returned the missing sun on its red-tipped tail. The deer symbolizes life. Every part of the deer is consumed, its hide, its meat, its bones, its antlers, its hooves. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. There are stories, there are songs, there are dances for the spring. Certainly in every culture, spring is celebrated. Wow. The west is the fall. The west card we get. Grandmother. Wise grandmother. Grandmother. Comfort, knowledge, medicine. The west is the fall. The color of fall is red for the colors of the sky when the sun sets. This is the direction where life exits the land. The fall is a time of transition, the time of dolphin and its helper, the raven. As the Rainbow Bridge story tells it, when the Chumash cross over from the islands to the mainland, Lemuria? From the islands to the mainland on the Rainbow Bridge, Creator told them not to look down or they would die. However, some could not resist. Instead, letting them die, the Creator saved them, turning them into dolphins. Hence, the transition from humans to dolphins. The ravens are chatterboxes. I must have had another life as a raven. They constantly talk and speak names, communicating, carrying messages from one place to another. They watch the spirits exit this world where the sun sets and the Milky Way makes its path. The Chumash are keepers of the Western Gate. They have to pay attention to the seasons, the changes of the land, the languages of nature, and the voices of the creatures. They give us insights about the balance between us, our surroundings. They teach us respect for the plants that heal us, make our homes. The lessons teach us sustainability and how to maintain our relationship with nature. It's a balance of survival. In the center card, it should have been spider, but the center card of us, that we stand in the center connecting all of this, actually it shouldn't have been spider, it should be the card that it is. As we connect with the directions, with Father Sky, with Mother Earth, if we are in tune to that, the Lakota Sweat Lodge says, the spirit in man. Giving thanks to everything that's on this planet. Giving thanks to the sun rising, to the clean air we breathe. If we're in a place that we get to do that. The people down south in California, they don't get to take a deep breath without the lungs burning. So I take a deep breath for them. And for Mother Earth, who is being poked and prodded for its oil, blood, its lubrication. I think of my joints, and I think, there's probably some, lubrication in my joints that helps me move. And then I feel my knee kind of locking up sometimes, and I go, how does it feel that lubrication is gone? How does Mother Earth feel that we just keep taking and taking and taking, and we don't give back? So as light warriors, we find the love in the four directions. We find that the help in the four directions. And we put it back into Mother Earth. The awareness, the love, and ask for forgiveness. And transmute the things that are negative that man has put into the earth. We transmute, we transfigure it into love and light. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.